Hello and welcome to my channel. It's a Tailored Life. If you're new here, my name is Taylor and thank you so much for stopping by my page. If you are not new, welcome back. Thank you guys for coming back and checking out another video. So today's video is going to be a nighttime clean with me. Even though I am going to get started a little bit in the afternoon, I just feel like for me to make my nighttime cleaning go a lot smoother, I have to start in the afternoon, like before we start doing things to get ready for bed. So in this particular video, I do start in the afternoon, but it does go into the night after everyone has gone to bed. Now on this day, I was getting ready. We had a really busy day, but we also had a very busy evening. We had an event that we had to go to at 6 p.m. as a family, and it was on a weeknight, and we usually aren't out this late as a whole entire family, especially during the week very often. Well, that we're going out at 6 p.m. We can be out past 6 p.m., but we usually don't go out that late. And I knew that we probably weren't coming home until closer to 8 p.m. So I wanted to do as much as I could before we went out for the evening, just to make things flow really smoothly when we came back that night, because I also planned on us eating dinner at home and not eating out, and getting the boys bathed and in bed at a decent time. They usually go to bed at 8 p.m. but on this night I knew they would go a little bit later, but I just wanted to keep it as close to bedtime as possible and have dinner at home still. So I just decided to start doing some cleaning pretty early and laying some things out to make it a lot easier for me, which we'll get to later in the video. So first I'm starting in my bedroom. I didn't have a chance to make up my bed that morning, and I'm the type of person who I like to make up my bed at any time of the day. I will make up my bed right before I get in it to go to bed. It just makes me a little bit more comfortable. So I decided to make up my bed, and also my husband and I had just finished getting ready after we had already gone out early for the day, and we come back. So there were things left out from us getting ready, and also us pulling out clothes for what we were going to wear for later that evening. So that's what you see me folding up and putting on my bed. I just wanted to leave some things out to make it really easy for me. And I also put my pajamas away from the night before. I like to keep my pajamas, if I'm going to rewear them, behind my pillow on my bed. It's just a place for me to hide them and not put them back in the drawer and be confused about which pajamas I wore the night before, because I do have mom brain and I do forget a lot of things. So what I wanted to do was just do about a quick 10-minute cleanup in each room, just to get things kind of organized and cleaned up for the rest of the evening. I knew it would make it a lot easier for me as I started to prepare dinner and things like that, if I had everything already ready for us to go to bed. So once I finished doing a quick little tidy up in my bedroom, I decided to do the same thing in the kitchen. I had a few dishes and things left out that morning from breakfast that I hadn't had a chance to clean up, and also lunch from myself and my husband. So I wanted to get those things cleaned up whenever I'm getting ready to wind down for the rest of the day. Before I cook dinner, I always like to do a quick little cleanup in the kitchen. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, but I do feel like making dinner in a clean kitchen just goes way easier when everything is cleaned up and put away, and you're not trying to cook and do things in a bunch of mess. So I wanted to do the same thing in here. Just take about 10 to 15 minutes to get this all cleaned up, load the dishwasher, and make sure I didn't have any dirty dishes lingering. But whenever I'm cleaning in the evening, I feel like this is the perfect place to start. Just get the kitchen cleaned up first.
Something about you I like, about you I like. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Guess I'm just too scared to settle down. There'd be many nights I got too high and almost left town. But there's something about you, something about you I like, about you I like. lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better, yeah. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better.
There's another side of you trying to break through, able to tell the truth. No one else can see you like I do.
Now the kitchen is all clean. Normally what I would do is go ahead and start preparing dinner, like taking out whatever meat I'm going to cook and things like that, just making sure I have everything I need. But because we are going out and I want to eat dinner at home, but I know I'm not going to have time to cook anything, we're actually going to have the easiest dinner ever. We are going to have sandwiches. So I did a quick grocery run, just picking up things that I knew that we would need to go along with our sandwiches. Now I am making different types of sandwiches. So like my husband, he wants a tuna melt on a wrap. So him and I are going to eat tuna. I'm going to eat mine in a regular sandwich. My older son asked for a peanut butter and jelly, and my younger son wanted a grilled cheese sandwich. So it was super easy, not really much to prepare. I just did a quick grocery run to make sure I had everything that I needed. So when we came home, I could easily go ahead and make those sandwiches with no problem. And we had some fruit to go along with it. It was a really good and easy meal. My husband really enjoyed his, and he said we could definitely like throw that into our little meal catalog because we eat like the same meals over and over. So we were like, there's something that we can throw into the mix now, because it turned out really good. Like everybody actually enjoyed it, and it was super easy for me. So now I'm going to go ahead and clean the family room area and our dining room area. Now at this point, my kids are home. They are outside playing. So I'm trying to get as much done as quickly as possible before it's time for us to go, and to just also get this space like quickly cleaned up. Now, if you are new to my channel, I do have two boys. I have my older son, Jackson, and my younger son, Lincoln. Jackson is 8 years old and Lincoln is 3 years old. Lincoln goes to daycare part-time, so he's gone for a few hours during the day, and then Jackson comes home much later in the afternoon. So whenever they get home, I do give them that time to go outside and play. If you watched my previous video, I showed you guys that we recently got a gate around our backyard. So it's really easy for me to just like open up our back sliding door and keep an eye on them and let them play. I get a lot of things done around the house now with them being home. Like before, cleaning this area while they were home would be really difficult because this is the area that they play in and most of their toys are in, but they were outside, so I was able to get a lot done. Earlier that morning, before school started, I had folded a load of laundry, but I was so busy like going in and out throughout the day, I didn't have time to put it away. So I definitely want to go ahead and get all of that put away. And I just want to get this space cleaned up because my husband and I, we do sometimes sit in this area to eat dinner. That's why those trays are there. We were eating lunch there earlier, but then just like mess throughout the day kind of piled up. So I want to get this space all cleaned up so that when we do get back later this evening, we have a space to like relax and watch some TV. The boys usually will eat their dinner at the little table next to this area, and then we'll all kind of watch some TV together. But I know on this night we're probably not going to watch TV together because the boys are probably going to have to go to bed after they eat dinner and have their baths.
So am I. So am I. that I'm bitter. 0 out of 3 now. Thought that I'd be quicker, but I'm heading out that way for sure. Said that you'd be waiting, and now it's been too long. Been too long. I wish that we could turn back time back to all of those nights when I knew.
So now the family room and dining room is all cleaned up and tidy and ready to go for the evening. There is one more space that I really want to work on before we go out, and that is the boys' bathroom. I did not have a chance this morning to clean it up after they got ready in the morning. And I always like to just kind of straighten things up in here before they have bath time in the evening because things can get really out of control in here really fast. So I wanted to clean up and put everything away from that morning that was left out. Just get all the spaces and countertops wiped down. I also like to clean their bathtub after they take a bath. I do it just about every day. Like the most I'll go is like 2 days without cleaning it, but I don't do like a real scrub. I will do just like a quick wipe down in their bathtub just because they use like a really thick soap, and I feel like it leaves kind of like a lining in the bathtub, and I don't want it to like build up and get really hard to scrub off or anything like that. So I do clean it pretty often. I also have a potty for my 3-year-old. He is not tall enough to get up on our regular toilet just yet, and when he goes on a step stool, he's not very sturdy. He's a regular little clumsy 3-year-old, so I don't even really like him going up on the step stool right now. So he has a potty for when he has to go number 1. He does use the big potty if he has to go number 2 because he usually asks for help. So that little potty, I just like to always make sure that it's cleaned out and it doesn't have anything sitting in it. I especially don't want it to get knocked over, but I also just don't want to leave anything lingering in there. So I went ahead and I cleaned that out, and then I just gave their bathtub a quick wipe down.
When we were teenage girls in our tomboy t-shirts, when life was good in the worn out sneakers, when we would find out the complications. Those were the days in the tomboy t-shirts. Tomboy t-shirts.
Now that the boys' bathroom is all clean, I'm going to go ahead and pull out their towels and pajamas for later this evening when we come back. Normally, this is something I would let them do for themselves. Like I let them pick out their own pajamas and just go grab a towel. But I went ahead and I did it myself this evening because, like I said, I knew we weren't going to have a lot of time before bedtime when we got home. So to make it like super easy for them to just jump in the bathtub, get things done, I went ahead and I did that, laid those things out. I also laid out their clothes for the next day. This is just going to make it easier for me so I don't have to worry about it later this evening, and I also don't have to worry about it that next morning. I also put a load of laundry into the dryer just so usually when me and my husband, we watch a show or something before bed, and I like to fold a load of laundry while I'm just sitting there watching TV. So I tossed that in the dryer so that I could have those to fold later once we got back home. Now it is much later in the evening. It is very much later. I think it was about 10 p.m. and I had finished up dinner. The boys were in bed at this point, but I needed to go ahead and clean up after dinner. So everything that was left out after dinner, I wanted to get that all cleaned up and put away. Now, when I'm doing dishes at night, what I would do sometimes is I will clean everything around the house first and make loading the dishwasher the very last thing that I do. So I'm not going to load the dishwasher right away. I'm just going to clean up in the kitchen, put things where they belong, and I'm going to clean other areas first and come back this way just in case there's any like cups or a fork or anything that I missed like on a table somewhere or something. I can make sure that goes in the dishwasher before I run it for the end of the night.
You know I'm sorry for making you feel like you're not good enough. Give me a chance, yeah, baby, try just one more night, then make up your mind. Please don't say that it's goodbye, bye. I'm sorry for making you feel like you're not good enough. I'm sorry for making you feel like you're not good enough. Give me a chance. Yeah, baby, try just one more night.
Now, I do not mop every night. I do like to sweep in this area and just make sure there's no food left behind. And I realized earlier in the day when I was sweeping this area that there was some food stuck on from breakfast earlier. So I decided to go ahead and mop this area. I will mop like our family room and dining room area every couple of days just because it's easier for me to mop both areas at one time. But whenever there's any food or anything stuck like that around their table, I will just go ahead and quickly pull out my O-Cedar spin mop and just mop in this area. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm also going to go back later and mop the kitchen, but I just saw some stuck on food here and I wanted to make sure I got that taken care of before I went to bed.
Baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expanding our abilities. If the passion's gone, we are doing it wrong. Baby, you and I should start living now. With the whole world at our feet, we could stay or we could leave. There is nothing in between. So baby, we should start living.
Now I'm just going to go back in the bathroom and tidy this space up again. Now, normally it is my boys' responsibility. They understand now that they should be putting their own clothes in the dirty clothes basket, and the same thing with their shoes, putting their shoes away. But on this night, I literally told them to just take a bath, get out of the bath, put your pajamas on, and come out. I will do everything because I wanted them to go to bed at a decent time. So I just went back in there and I picked up their dirty clothes. I also had to pick up my son's pajamas because they are so used to picking out their own pajamas and bringing them into the bathroom themselves. My older son, when I told him it was time to take a bath, he ran and got his own pajamas. So I just went ahead and put those away because he put on the ones that I pulled out for him. And instead of waiting until the next day to wipe their tub, I just decided to go ahead and get that out of the way now. I'm in the bathroom, I'm straightening up. I might as well go ahead and clean this up so that it's not on my to-do list for tomorrow morning.
With the whole world at our feet, we could stay or we could leave. There is nothing in between. So baby, we should start living now. 'Cause we only have this life. Wanna laugh and wanna cry. I don't wanna waste my time. So baby, we should start living now. Baby, we should start living now. Baby, we should start living now. I don't wanna waste my time. So baby, we should start living now. Baby, we should start living now.
So now I'm going to go ahead and load the dishwasher, and we did not do very much cooking for dinner tonight. Like I said, we did sandwiches, but I did make a grilled cheese sandwich for my younger son Lincoln, and my husband also warmed up his tuna melt a little to melt his cheese, and he also wanted some like onions on top that he sauteed a little bit. So I just needed to clean up that mess, and even though it wasn't very many dishes, I still always like to load and run the dishwasher anyway, because what I have learned is if I just load it and wait until it's full, I always regret it because there's something in there that I need and I'm like, oh shoot, I'm gonna have to pull it out, and then I just feel like well, then I might as well wash all of the dishes by hand if I have to pull them out, or either I'll feel like I have to run it and just wait for it to finish. So now whenever I'm like trying to complete the dishes, like check it off my list, I don't care how many dishes are in the dishwasher, I'm just going to go ahead and run it. I've also read that it's better to just run a half full load of dishes than it is to wash dishes. So I've gotten very comfortable with using my dishwasher and not feeling like guilty about it or anything like that. So I definitely went ahead and ran it, even though it was not very full, which is okay with me. I also have peace of mind knowing that tomorrow morning when I wake up and it's time to make breakfast, all of the dishes are clean. I don't have anything that I'm going to have to look for.
Everyone's got their hearts broken sometime. Let's go out and lose our minds, forget all about him. You can put on your dress, dancing to your favorite song. Everybody will sing along, sing along, sing along. So put your hands up, this is what we have to do. Tell me, can you feel it too, feel it too? Maybe you should go work that body. You should go work that body. The body won't stop till we're gray and old. Maybe for a second we can lose control. You should go work that body.
So now that the kitchen is all clean, one of my favorite things to do is to light a candle. I feel like it just sets the tone for like relaxation. Like the kids are down for bed. Most of the things on my to-do list are checked off. Like I'm not done for the night, but I am like I feel like once the kitchen is done, it's like kitchen is closed. You can kind of, it's just smooth sailing from there. You can kind of just relax for the rest of the evening. So I lit that candle and then I went ahead and I went back and I got those clothes that I put in the dryer earlier so that I could sit down, watch some TV while I fold those. Normally before bed, I will always watch a show with my husband, but he was still getting ready for bed. And anytime I have some alone time with the TV, I'm always going to take it to either watch one of my shows that he's not very interested in or to catch up on some YouTube, because I do love watching YouTube. So I watched a quick YouTube video while I folded this load of laundry. I don't mind, like I say this on my channel all the time, I don't mind folding clothes because I just feel like it's just peace of mind for me. I do it without even like thinking about it, and it's usually just a chance for me to have some me time. Like my hands are busy, so I can't help anyone else, but it also gives me the opportunity to kind of watch something that I want to watch, or like I said, I will watch sometimes with my husband, but I definitely thoroughly always enjoy my time when I'm folding clothes.
I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away. Before you make up your mind that I'm nowhere to find, I'm standing right here. I know that I told you we're over, I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right, we'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light, till the morning light, till the morning light, till the morning light, yeah. Till the morning light, till the morning light, till the morning light, yeah. Maybe I'm just too weak, maybe I'm just afraid of.
Once I'm done folding all the clothes, I'm just going to go ahead and put everything away except my older son's clothes. I don't want to wake him in his bedroom, and he usually puts his clothes away himself. So I just put his clothes on his dresser, so tomorrow when he gets home from school, he can put those away. And the last thing I'm going to do is take out the trash, and I am all done. I really hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!